You clicked on this because you're waiting to be hypnotized. And you probably know that you'll likely be told to sleep under hypnosis. The suggestion is to sleep, but it's not asking you to go to sleep. Yet you are able to completely relax and let go of whatever came before as if you were asleep. You know that under hypnosis you will relax like you were asleep too. Thoughts may float by, and you will feel no need to stop them or stop anything. Your only focus is on the words you're hearing, paying no mind to anything else. Because as you close your eyes now, you allow yourself to dream. You may not be asleep just because you closed your eyes, but you can begin to relax. Taking a deep breath in and out, and continuing to breathe deeply. Even though you're not asleep, you could formulate what could be the best dream you ever had just by thinking about it. Go ahead. If you had the best dream you've ever had, what would it include? Really put yourself there in that drifty place where anything is possible. You clicked on this because you're waiting to be hypnotized, so you can start to dream about being hypnotized. At a hypnosis stage show, or in the comfort of your home, or maybe somewhere that doesn't exist, somewhere you create. The hypnotist tells you that in a few moments you will be hypnotized to follow through with a good idea. However, have you ever considered where good ideas come from? And what is a good idea that you would want to follow through on? Think about that for a moment. Think of a good, simple idea, something you will enjoy and is good for you. Maybe it's to eat a healthy meal tomorrow or spend some time doing something you enjoy. Maybe think of something you haven't done in a while. It should be reasonable, something you have the means to do. If you need to take a pause, do so, but do not skip this step. This is where Inception begins, with an idea. When you have your idea, if you have your eyes open, go ahead and close them again and come back to the dream in which you are waiting to be hypnotized. Imagine yourself getting comfortable and settled, wondering what's going to happen next. You notice how you feel in this moment, in this dream, as you wait to be hypnotized. The hypnotist tells you that for the duration of this experience, you are to only think of good ideas, like the good idea you came up with just now. But there are other good ideas too. Maybe you find it a good idea to relax even more as you listen. It's a good idea to take a deep breath, expanding your stomach, filling your lungs all the way, holding it for just a moment, and slowly, slowly letting it out through your mouth, relaxing your jaw as you do so. Just focusing, following along, relaxing, and waiting to be hypnotized. The hypnotist tells you to look at a spot directly in front of you and keep your focus there. Maybe you're looking at some sort of light or candle, maybe it's a spiral, and you follow along holding your focus there, waiting to be hypnotized. You keep focus on that spot, unwavering, wanting to know where this is all going, where this will take you. The hypnotist reminds you that at all times, this is your dream. You make the rules. However you want to feel while under hypnosis is exactly how you will feel. Don't just drop deeply into hypnosis at the count of 1. Consider exactly how you want to feel when you do. Be the architect of your experience. Does it feel like a good idea to tune out the rest of the world for a little while? Does it feel like a good idea to take a break, to drift and float in a quiet and safe space just for you? As you focus on that spot in the distance, does it feel like a good idea to allow yourself to completely let go of everything just for now? When was the last time you gave yourself a chance to truly relax? Does it seem like a good idea to let yourself go with the flow, allowing the words to guide you? Does it seem like a good idea to follow through on the idea you came up with for yourself? The hypnotist tells you that with each number counting down, you can allow yourself to feel a wave of relaxation come over you, relaxing even more with each number. When you hear the snap, let your eyes close inside of your mind. 3. Let that wave of relaxation flow through you now. 2. Another wave of relaxation just flowing through you. And 1. Sleep. Let it all go now, the hypnotist says. The hypnotist checks to make sure you're comfortable with the touch on your shoulder, and if yes, you feel a reassuring hand on your shoulder. The hypnotist encourages you to just let it all go and sleep deeply. You know that you're not actually asleep, but you can still allow yourself to continue dreaming about waiting to be hypnotized. And feel every muscle just melt right now. It's almost as if the word sleep pulls any and all energy away from your body. Some faraway part of you is aware of the voice of the hypnotist mentioning something about how you will automatically relax even deeper than before. 3, 2, drop right back down and feel yourself fall even further into your inner world. You feel yourself sharply focusing on the images that your imagination produces. You still hear the hypnotist talking to you, and hearing the voice in the background only focuses you more. You're doing well, and because you're doing well, it'll be a good idea to continue down this path and go a level deeper. Take a deep breath in, and just notice yourself responding automatically, that's right, and breathe out. Sleep deeply until you become so relaxed that you let go of all that came before and begin to dream. The waves seem to hush your mind. It is a pleasant sunny day and you have the entire beach to yourself. The temperature is perfect. The waves in the distance seem to breathe in and breathe out. You can really see the pure blue waters all the way to the horizon. And the more you breathe in that pure, clean air, the more you feel as if your body is being nourished by it. Comforting sounds move through you like waves of relaxation, cascading, falling, all the way down. It's a good idea to listen. And you start to remember a good idea you came up with. What was it? It's an idea that you would like to follow through on. Do you know that you will follow through with this idea of yours? And you can answer this honestly. And whether you answered with a yes or no or even I don't know, you want the suggestion to work. Perhaps the answer could be a little more convincing. So you continue enjoying the calming beach, and in the quiet, you start to remember your training. You were trained to know exactly how to navigate your own mind. You were trained to create worlds inside of your mind, like an architect. This is the key to ensuring the suggestion you want to give yourself sticks. Ask yourself, am I even interested in the good idea that I came up with? And you might nod or adjust your idea if you feel that's needed. And you ask yourself, am I even interested in hypnosis? And you might nod again. But the suggestion to follow through on your good idea can be planted into your mind through Inception. through you, the designer of your own mind. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Or not, because you remembered you were waiting to be hypnotized at one point, which must mean you're about to go deeper into your creative mind to really make the suggestion stick. And you know you can do it. You were trained for this. You start to remember more things about your training during your time on this relaxing beach. Your mind can only let in suggestions that serve you, and it will always reject suggestions that do not. This happens automatically and at all times. And as hypnosis happens when your mind goes to sleep, it can do almost anything, because it is that daydreaming part of your mind that you're working with here. In a dream, you can fly. What happens if I told you don't think of flying? Well, you start to think of flying. You start to imagine what it would feel like to fly. And because this is a dream, you feel yourself lift up off the ground. And you start to play with this idea of flying. Maybe it feels free, maybe it feels exhilarating. You get to decide. You get to decide what you experience as you float and drift. And this is when you remember that time slows down as you move into deeper levels. Time just starts to slow down, spinning and spinning. From your training, you remember a spinning top. You remember a little top that topples when you've awakened fully from this experience. But since you're still under, you're seeing it in your mind spin and spin and spin. It continues to spin, and since you're about to go even deeper, let's go over how you're going to plant the suggestion to follow through on your good idea. The subconscious runs on emotion, so you'll need to translate the idea into an emotional concept, into a feeling. Emotion is connected with your body, so sit up straight. Sit up straight right now, and now assume a posture that makes you feel like you've already accomplished your good idea. Imagine you successfully made it happen. How does it feel in the body? Freeze. Freeze right where you are. Remember this. Remember how you feel. Positive emotions win every time. Sleep even deeper now, relaxing completely. You're waiting to go into hypnosis. You're creating this dream. And everything you see or experience in this dream knows that you're ready to go deeper. The sun slowly begins to set. The colors in the sky blend in soulful, rich hues. The waves begin to quiet down. And you might go and find a comfortable spot. You create a comfortable scene that is right and perfect for you. Breathing in and breathing out. So calm and peaceful as time seems to slow down. You're ready to continue on to level 2. In 3, doubling your relaxation now, just like that. 2, let go of everything that came before. And 1, sleep. And you begin to dream. You're walking down a street or a path that you're familiar with. Maybe it's one that you've created in your imagination, or maybe it's some place you've lived or visited. You know exactly where you're going. You're going to plant your good idea. You just have to go deep enough. So you continue on your path, slowly building the details of this dream, knowing you have control over all of it, knowing you have plenty of time. There's no rush, because time moves slower when you're asleep. and yet you're aware. You can hear these words, you know what's going on, but are you sure? How did this all start? Can you remember? You were waiting to go into hypnosis. You're interested in hypnosis, that's why you clicked on this. You think you're beginning to wake, but you remember the spinning top. You see it in your mind, spinning and spinning. That must mean you're not awake, so you drop even deeper, even deeper. Still going down this path you're familiar with or one that you created. You remember to check in with yourself about the suggestion you want to plant. You ask yourself, do I believe I'm going to follow through with my good idea? And you might nod or give some other answer. You ask yourself, do I believe I'm going into hypnosis? And you might nod again or give a more accurate answer. But those answers aren't sounding as convincing as they could be. You'll need to go a level deeper, giving yourself space to think or not think. You've been going down this path for a while, and as you continue down this path, time starts to slow down, and everything around you, inside your inner world, just seems brighter, more vivid, captivating. You relax 10 times deeper, 10 times deeper, just like that. Your thoughts seem to drift even more, and any thoughts that you happen to catch, you find a way to add it positively to your experience in this dream. You paint this dream like you're painting a picture with bolder and more motivating colors. And you realize all you're doing is walking through a maze. You're walking through a maze of your own creation. It's a fun maze, one you know you can solve. One that you know backwards and forwards, but you build it exactly to your liking. Maybe it's a little complex. Maybe you want to give yourself a nice little challenge. Or maybe you keep it simple, opting for a meditative adventure that calms you down after you solved it. You're so focused, you don't realize how deeply you're listening to these words as you wake and open your eyes. Or are you awake? Are you still under hypnosis as the spinning top spins and spins and spins? It's okay to let yourself fall back into the dream that you never left. Like falling asleep in a dream, you just go right back under. You go right back to sleep as your eyes close or remain closed inside your mind. To perform Inception, you need imagination, pure creation, like folding the very path you're going down in a 90-degree angle and then walking that path sideways. Peculiar. What would it be like to walk down a path and see yourself encounter a wall? You see that the path continues along the side of this wall, and since it is your dream, you know you can just continue down the path, sideways. Your entire world flips sideways and rights itself as you move up a wall, going deeper into hypnosis and your creative mind, easily. It is like how your mind creates and perceives a dream at the same time. You've created a suggestion, so that means you must have already perceived it. You already know what it takes to make your good idea happen. You already know that you can and will make your good idea a reality. On your path, you find a house. It is warm, comfortable, and safe. It is a place where you can tune out all distractions and just rest. And as you enter this house, you just go even deeper. That's right. You take your time, knowing you have plenty of time. Time moves slower here. And you do exactly what you always do when you want to completely and totally relax. Maybe you have a small snack. Maybe you drink a warm cup of tea. Listen to some calming music. Music that might lull you to sleep. You remember those times when you've been lulled to sleep, those times where you just kind of drift off to sleep without even realizing it. You're watching a program, you're reading a book, listening to something, and the words almost seem to blur together. You think you're still awake, but you're letting yourself drift away. And as you drift, you remember the falling sensation, the one that you're feeling right now. In preparation for this inception, that sense of falling has been designed to take you even deeper, to the next level. So allow yourself to feel that falling sensation. It's a sensation you might feel some nights just before you drift off to sleep even deeper. As the top spins and spins and spins, and you continue on your path to level 3. You relax so much that you forgot everything that came before. You're waiting to go into hypnosis, sleep, until you fall so deep that you start to dream. The hotel elevator is fairly large, very old-fashioned. You can tell by how vivid everything is that you are having a profound experience. And that's what makes you remember that you are here to plant an idea, a good idea, your good idea. You are entering your own subconscious to convince yourself you will follow through on your good idea. You see the number 5 light up in the elevator, indicating that you are on the 5th floor. So you press the button labeled B that stands for basement. The elevator starts to move down, 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 down even further, even further. And down here, time moves extremely slow. You can take your time and enjoy the falling sensation that takes you even deeper. It was designed for you. And you might observe your awareness fading even faster at this level as you let everything go. Even as you ask yourself 3 questions. Do I feel that I'm going to follow through on my good idea now? Do I feel like I'm going under hypnosis? How convincing do I find my answers? It doesn't matter too much as you feel yourself falling deeper and deeper, knowing that because your mind is operating faster at these levels, time just seems to go really slow right now. And yet you are still aware. You can still feel your body relaxing even deeper. You can still hear these words. You can still follow this good idea to take a deep breath in and out, relaxing even more with each exhale. Does that mean you're not hypnotized? Or does that mean you are very hypnotized? You see that the top is still spinning. You think you might see it wobble. If it drops, you are awake. but you drop instead. Toppling downward is the only way forward. Do you remember how you got here? That's right, you were waiting to be hypnotized. And you really have a good idea, an idea that you will make reality. To do so, you find that one other really good idea would be to sleep just like that. No matter how deep the sleep, you still feel falling. The elevator continues to drop slowly. And at this level of depth, it's almost like you're becoming weightless. Gravity has lost its meaning here. It's almost as if the elevator is standing still and you're just floating. If you want, you could even push yourself up and down, in and out of hypnosis. Floating up towards the top of the elevator, letting your eyes flutter open easily. Even though your eyes are open, you only see the spinning top inside your mind. Close your eyes now and drop back into your dream, back into the elevator, feeling the sensation of floating down, down, easily, gently. You're weightless. Soon the elevator stops at the basement level. You're still floating, so you sort of swim in the air out of the elevator and into a hallway. And down that hallway is a door. As you drift closer, you see that the door has a sign on it. In the distance, you can make out a word. Just one word, just before the door opens for you. Sleep. Sleep so deep that you begin to dream. You dream of your sacred space inside of your mind, where you can dream up whatever you like, no matter how big, no matter how small. There are no more levels. You're beyond that now. You are hypnotized. You are going to follow through on your good idea. You are allowing yourself to believe it. In this space, this dream space just for you, you can go anywhere and do anything. As you breathe in that refreshing, crisp air and exhale, relaxing with every moment that passes slowly by, like clouds covering a sunset, pretty colors, a good idea, right there in your reach, right there on the beach, flying above the sand and the lapping waters. How did you get here? How did this start? You can just go back to the beginning. It started because you were interested in hypnosis. You clicked on this because you're waiting to be hypnotized. And you probably know that you'll likely be told to sleep under hypnosis. The suggestion is to sleep, but it's not asking you to go to sleep. Yet you are able to completely relax and let go of whatever came before, as if you were asleep. You know that under hypnosis you will relax, like you were asleep too. Thoughts may float by and you will feel no need to stop them or stop anything. You only focus on the words you're hearing, paying no mind to anything else. So allow yourself to dream. You can start to dream about being hypnotized. The hypnotist tells you you are hypnotized to follow through with a good idea once this experience is over. However, have you ever considered where good ideas come from? You put the suggestion that you want to experience into a secure safe. You know exactly where this safe is, and you can unlock and remove the suggestion just by thinking about it. But for now, The suggestion to follow through on your good idea and bring it into reality is locked in. As soon as that safe door closes, you start to feel that sensation of falling once again. It's like the floor just dropped out from under you and you sleep even deeper, falling even faster, which means time is going so very slow. You feel yourself going even deeper, deeper than you thought possible, feeling amazing, feeling so relaxed. Maybe it's scrambled eggs in the morning, scrambled ideas that you can put together in the best way for you, a nice puzzle to solve, a maze, a warm blanket, good food, refreshing water, a spinning top, more breaks, fresh air, helping someone, the sound of your breathing, now, a good book, a nap, going further, relaxing deeper, easily, treating yourself well, laughing. The elevator is on level 5, and it starts to move down, deeper and deeper down, where numbers have no meaning. They just feel like 4, 2, 5, 3, 1. Far away, far in the distance, levels upon levels above, you feel a kick. A kick is the pull you feel when you are awakened from hypnosis. But time moves so slow here, and there are so many levels of hypnosis that it has to travel through in order for you to really feel it. So you can just drop even further, relaxing, letting words just be words, allowing yourself to imagine what it would feel like to listen to words as if they had no meaning, like listening to instrumentals. Yes, being all you can, the sand moves with you, with the hammocks between 2 trees. The spinning continues just at the right speed, building blueprints, the perfect temperature. Nosce te ipsum, look up to see. The sky is only the ground, your reflection in an infinite mirror. At this depth, the word wake temporarily loses meaning too. Just for now, the word wake has lost any and all meaning and only takes you deeper. Wake, feeling even better, going deeper. Wake, floating, drifting. Try to wake yourself, but since you're so comfortable, safe, and relaxed, you'll find that you'd rather stay this deep a little while longer. Wake, it feels so good to relax, to dream. You start to feel it a little more, the kick, that falling up sensation, that subtle sensation of energy starting to spread through your body. The word wake starts to have meaning again. The meaning of the word wake has returned to you, and you begin to become a little more aware with each kick, waking up a little in the elevator as it starts to travel upward, waking up in that comfy house along with that familiar path you created, waking up by or on a beach as the sun begins to rise, giving you more and more energy. You notice the top is still spinning. It's spinning, but it's starting to wobble. Waking up as you remember dreaming about being hypnotized by someone. You will make a good idea a reality. And in your training, you know that if at any point you need more motivation, you can always start again from the beginning, from Inception. On the count of 5, you will wake up fully and completely, automatically letting go of any suggestions that don't serve you. The only suggestion that will stick with you is to follow through on your good idea. As soon as I reach 5, it will be as if you've fallen into a pool of water and you will emerge refreshed and rejuvenated, ready to work on that good idea. 1, falling back into the water and feeling the splash. 2, feel the coolness of it start to wake you up. 3, easily floating up to the top. Maybe start to stretch your body as you move upward. 4, pulling yourself fully and completely all the way up the levels. The spinning top finally topples over and stops spinning, waking you up with 5, emerging completely out of the water. 5, wide awake. 5, wide awake. What sounds like a good idea right now? Maybe I can add to your list. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to this channel, and maybe check out the next video. Until the next stream, remember to focus, play along, and relax.